Welcome to a kitchen tip from the old fat guy. Today we're going to talk about something really important, and that's cross-contamination. Now, if you have chicken, it can have salmonella. If you have beef, it can be contaminated with E. coli. Lettuce with listeria. There's many different kinds of bacteria that can attach to your food. And the trick is not to let that bacteria go from one kind of your food to the other and to poison your guests. So what I have here is some raw chicken that I chopped up. Now let's say I chopped it up with this knife. Well, the chicken could be contaminated, which means the plate can be contaminated, and after I chop it up, the knife could be contaminated. So if I didn't wash the knife to get rid of the contamination and cut up this sausage, the sausage would be contaminated, and when I put it on the plate underneath it would be contaminated. The important thing to know that anything that's contaminated will contaminate anything else it touches. So if I went and cooked with this chicken, I should make sure I wash the knife and wash this plate, because if I cooked the chicken and put it back on this plate without washing it, it's still contaminated. So it's really critical that you wash everything after you use it. Now, another place where people make common errors is when they're brushing with sauces. So if I decided that I was going to brush with this sauce, and I dipped it in there and brushed the chicken and then put this back in the sauce, this will pick up the contamination from the chicken and will contaminate that whole jar of sauce. So make sure you empty some sauce into a bowl before you brush anything that's contaminated. So as I said, anything touching anything else is contaminated, and there's only two ways to get rid of the contamination. For food, it is to cook it, and for utensils, it is to wash it. So make sure you don't make your guests sick. That's my tip from David Farrell, the old fat guy.